Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's Revitalise ReConnect Meets, where I get the opportunity to meet a business owner and key influencer from across the UK business community. And today, I have the great pleasure and privilege to be with a fellow Revitalise Business Club member, a gentleman who has got a wealth of experience in the gas and electric industry. He has 11 years in sales across multiple different industries, including IT, insurance, and of course, utilities. The majority of his 11 years was made up by 6 years working in the gas and electric for companies like Scottish Power, British Gas, and SSE. So please welcome me today after his 1 year in business. So he's fresh out the blocks in regards to running his own business. And by goodness, he's doing a grand job in keeping people connected and helping many people save many pounds on their utilities in commercial and domestic. Please welcome me today, the one and only Mr. Shaun Jamieson of Switchease. Shaun, how are you today?
Very well, very well. Thank you for that introduction. That was brilliant.
Oh, you're really more than welcome. You gave me the preparation, like I asked, and
delivered.
We can put it in there for us. That's brilliant, Shaun. Shaun, could you start letting everybody know who's listening today and watching on the channels a little bit about your business and your industry that you're part of?
Yeah, certainly. Switchease has been going for a year now, as you mentioned, and we help businesses save on all utilities, so gas, electricity, water, telecoms, and merchant services. We have recently been helping with domestic because of the current situation we're all in. A lot of people are struggling, so I'm dedicating sort of 2 days a week to helping people in domestic save on household bills and things like that as well, but primarily focused on commercial utilities, helping businesses all across Scotland and the UK.
On the UK as well, so you're actually getting further afield. Is
yeah.
That now drifted across? Are you further across the border now, or is it?
Yeah, well, I've been dealing with a couple of clients down south, so sort of in the Brighton, Eastbourne area. I've been helping a few people down there, and that's the beauty of this now. You know, everything's kind of online, and we've got Adobe signed, so contracts and things can be signed. It's all pretty much through what's been going on. I've been
superb. Fantastic, Shaun. Fantastic. So with everything that's going on at the moment, especially with yourself and the business that you're running and now expanding that geography, what would you say to everybody now? What's been your biggest achievement or successes in business in your first year of trading?
Definitely my biggest achievement would be the value that I've been saving people. So working out how much money we've saved, not only businesses but households as well. We've saved over £100,000 worth in 1 year of business. So I didn't really set any goals for that, but when I started counting up, it was quite remarkable. You know, that's such a good feeling when businesses are struggling and things, and people at home as well, and you manage to save that amount of money. It's absolutely incredible. So I'm delighted that I've did that. That's by far my biggest achievement, and I've built on from that, which I'll probably touch on. Also building my network. You know, when I first started out, I think it is it's quite a tough place. You know, I've went from sales backgrounds from big teams to sort of being myself. You know, being the boss on good days and bad days, and you know, it was quite difficult. But then reaching out and going to sort of networking events like yourself, Lee, Revitalise has done wonders for me. So sort of growing that network and having sort of soundboards for everything. There's somebody I can reach out to whenever I need something, whenever I need a bit of advice, when I'm having a good day and I want to celebrate with somebody, pick up the phone. I've got a couple of people who, you know, phone me when I'm having a bad day. I know who to reach out to. So yeah, I think building the network's been huge for me, not only for sort of referrals and things, but it's sort of like having additions to your business. So yeah, both things.
I think when you look at it from, people always look at what's great for business and what's going well for you there, but also what you shed a light on there is that there's also the personal side of things. is having that sort of backup and support level that you can actually ask a question to anybody. Do you feel that's been a great support link to you in regards of, if we looked into that achievement, which I have to say, hats off to you for that one, because reaching out to people, and people have reached out their hands to each other and helped each other out?
Yeah, 100%. I think that, it's easy enough to say everything's going well, and I've thought about it a few times. I came on a Revitalise call when I was having a wee bit of a tough time in business. I think there was like 30 odd people on it at the time, and it was tough to open up. But then straight away off the back of it, I got people like Willie Nicol reaching out to me, who had a great conversation with me. Shaun Jamieson, who actually he has a weekly call with me now to help me sort of structure what's coming up in my business. So yeah, I mean, it's amazing the sort of to reach out to people. Whereas the first maybe 2-3 months, I would say I felt very isolated. Although I was going out and speaking to potential clients, it's it's quite a lonely place. From coming from big sales teams and having a manager, having a mentor, whatever it may be. So yeah, having a network of people is absolutely number one. I think it's huge for me. I think that's what's helped my business grow, if I'm honest. Without this, I don't know where I'd be.
Brilliant. I think you're right. What you said there is actually having that wealth of the right people around you, and having a resource to work on. And we're talking prior to this interview about activities that you're doing. So you're doing the 5K, and you mentioned to me you're also doing, is it the Monroes?
Yeah, I've been loving the Monroes. I don't know who I think I am at, actually. I've went from Lochcomfrey, which is like Hull, to Ben Ann, to Ben Lomond, and I'm going to try and do them sort of one every week. I've went out, got all the boots, the mountain boots and things. I'm going for it. So yeah, that's sort of my weekend. That's what I look forward to at the weekends now. So yeah, a lot's changing, actually. A lot is changing.
How long have you set yourself a goal for the Monroes of when you're going to complete all of them by, or are you just taking weekend by weekend?
So I've ordered one of the tick sheets where you can tick off, but I think there's like over 200. So yeah, but I mean, I want to do Ben Nevis by the end of the year. So ideally, I'm looking at August, September. I'd like to do Ben Nevis, and I've got a couple of ideas for maybe running a charity event where I could do 5 Monroes in 5 days or something like that.
Wow.
So that'll be tough, but I'll need to work up to that.
You have to. Something I remember on this, and we'll share. I did the Swansea to Glasgow bike ride, and that was 10 miles that were completed by that point. And that was over a week. That was like from a Sunday through to the Friday.
Right.
Really going at some pace. I couldn't really cycle to save my life at the beginning, but it's a bit like the hiking. You got to put the work in prior to make sure. And it's like everything in anything you're doing. A lot of planning and preparation behind it, and a lot of preparing yourself personally.
Absolutely.
You'll be fine. You'll be
Yeah.
fine.
No, I love it. I do love it. It is a bit like business climbing a mountain. It's sort of tough all the way up, and then when you get there, what a feeling. And then, I think coming back down's the hardest. But
coming back down to the high of being so successful. That's a nice way of doing it. That's a nice way of doing it. So thank you for sharing that. With everything else, and especially with you starting your own business a year or so ago, I always ask people I'm chatting with on ReConnect Meets is about their golden tip of advice. Now, I would like to ask you, what would you share to somebody out there who's ready to come out of the door, their first step on their road to their business, from what you've known, or from somebody who's told you some golden advice a year ago and you put it into place? What would you share with business entrepreneurs out there who are wanting to start their own business right now?
Firstly, go for it. I've been looking into doing this since I was 21 or 22. And I've never done it. Every year I said, I'm going to do it next year, I'm going to do it next year, I'm going to do it next year. And eventually when I did do it, it was the best feeling I ever felt, taking the jump. And you're going to get a lot of people, saying, oh, I don't know, are you sure you want to do it? I had a good job. I was comfortable. But, people will will kind of try and put you off. There is certain people, but there's people who will back you. But just go for it. Take the leap and prove them wrong. It's the best thing I've ever done. Also, be prepared to adapt, definitely. When I started my business, it was domestic focused. Now I've completely changed it all, which I think I'll be going back to. There's a model I'll be rejigging, but I had to completely adapt it. I didn't want to fail and say, right, I've gave it a go. What I did is I went down another road and went into the commercial side of things. Took on things like water, learned everything about it, merchant services, never heard of that really, pretty much, but learned, completely adapted. So be prepared to adapt, take on advice, and plan and prepare. I was good at sort of writing down things like your goals and then putting it to the side and then forgetting about it. Stick to them. I would say now what I do is I review at the end of it each day, each week and each month. Something that Shaun Jamieson, I mean, I know yourself, Lee, his organisation and things is incredible. So I've started doing things like that where I've got a chart and things, and I can tick them off. I know what I need to do. I know when I need to do it. So yeah, 100% as well. Organisation, planning, preparing, and definitely go for it. 100% go for it. Get the right things in place and go for it.
I think what you say, we talked about this recently, and I think, people do think about it, I've said that a couple of times already, too much.
Oh yeah.
Before you know it, you've left it a few months, 6 months goes by and you go, I'll leave it till tomorrow.
That exactly.
I'll wait till Monday, I'll do it then. I'll wait till next year, I'll start it then. If you got something, go for it. Because there will be people, you're right what you say, there'll be people out there and people who are close to you who will go, no, you don't want to do that. Don't take the risk on that. But you don't know unless you try it.
Yeah, and it's the smaller ones that stick in your head as well, I think. Like, I don't know, people like saying, there was one that stuck in my head where it was like, oh, I'm sure you'll do fine, kind of like that. And it's playing in your head, but you need to get that out, you need to go for it. It is the best thing I've ever done, and I would recommend, if anybody wants any help with starting up like that and taking that leap, reach out. I'm happy to help, because I'm just gutted I didn't do it when I said, sort of 6-7 years ago. But yeah, I'm definitely just take the leap. Scary at first, but you'll grow into it.
Yeah, but with plenty of planning, plenty of preparation, plenty of setting yourself the right goals, not just in business but personally. If you get your personal part of it connected right as well, that will affect your business, and having the right vision and focus and just drive forward for it. Yeah, without a doubt. Thank you for sharing that, Shaun. Thank you so much. With everything that we talked about with achievements, congratulations on your thousands, hundreds of thousands of pounds you've saved for many clients. Great to hear your sort of golden tip of advice. Thank you for sharing that. And I think anybody starting their own business should be taking the reins with that and going with it completely. And I love that word, go for it. Just go for it. What's the next step for Shaun? So what's the next step for Shaun Jamieson with Switchease? What's going to happen tomorrow? What's the next door for you?
So there's really exciting stuff happening. So what I've done, I've looked at the £100,000 that, I've just kind of, in this period, I've sort of reflected. So I've set myself a goal that I want to do the same, but I want to do it in 6 months. So from July to December, I want to save £100,000 for people again. That's my goal. I won't stop there, but that's where I want to get to. If I get there in September, brilliant. But yeah, I want to keep doing that year on year to eventually, we're saving people £1 million a year. That's what we want to do. We want to go as big as that. Also, we are looking at multiple different things. We're looking at, we've added on the merchant services, we've added on the telecoms very recently. So we're looking at other things that we can add, which will be coming out shortly. I mentioned the domestic side of things there. Now this is really exciting. In this period, I have been working in the background very hard about what I can do to get that back up and running. And I will be releasing something that's coming out in September. There is no one that's doing it at the moment. There is no company that's doing it at the moment. But basically what it's going to be is we're going to have a subscription basis. And in that, what we're going to do is we're going to manage all utilities. So that'll be gas, electric, phone, broadband, TV packages and insurance. Now, the beauty about that is, on average, your savings are about £400, £500. But what we'll do is we'll manage it. So every time you've got a renewal coming up, a lot of people miss some renewals and end up on the premium prices. We will let you know 3 to 4 weeks before and give you your options, so you will never have to deal with that again. Also, it's a type of membership as well, so we're reaching out to some local businesses in Glasgow. So we've got a couple of gyms on board where you'll get a discount on that. So yeah, that's coming and I'm really excited for that. I'm happy to help at the moment with domestic stuff, but going down that path, that's something that really, really excites me. So that'll be coming shortly as well.
I'm looking forward to seeing more. I know you're helping me at the moment in regards of looking at my utility bills, so thanks for doing that for me. And
no problem at all.
Looking the results of that in the next couple of days. So
yeah,
thank you. Now, with all that excitement and news that's going to be happening over the next few weeks or the next few days, how quick it's going to come round for you. How can anybody get in touch with Shaun Jamieson, ask the question, even talk about business, but most importantly, love to see how you can support them and help them in their commercial and domestic utilities? How can they make contact with you today, Shaun?
So you can reach out on any of the social medias, either via my name, Shaun Jamieson, or the Switchease pages. Also got my email address, shaun@switchease.co.uk, and my mobile telephone number as well. So yeah, 07703691134 in case anybody does want it. But yeah, happy to speak to them about business, or if they are looking to save a bit of money, absolutely delighted. Another thing that I didn't touch on there, which I'm really pleased to announce, is about we've managed to partner with the Beatson. So any commercial utility that's switched through Switchease, we will donate £10 to the Beatson, which I'm really, really pleased about because it's a fantastic charity who's helped quite a few people that's close to myself. So last week, for instance, we switched 12 utilities. That's £120 to the Beatson. So that's fantastic for me. That's kind of, I always did say, I want to give back as well as, what I'm doing here. So I'm buzzing about that. And yeah, it's a great thing.
Absolutely superb. Congratulations, and a wonderful cause to support with the Beatson Cancer Charity as well. Absolutely superb. I know a lot of the people who work there, and we both do. They do a great job for families and individuals across the whole of the field. So absolutely brilliant. Shaun, thank you very much. Really appreciate it, and thanks for sharing your details today.
Thank you very much, Lee. I really appreciate it. Enjoyed my first podcast.
Yes, everybody, this was actually Shaun's first podcast and YouTube recording that's going to be going out this week. So stay tuned for many to come soon, again, from Shaun being involved. So thank you very much, Shaun. Really appreciate your time today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lee. That was great. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Me and Shaun look forward to seeing you. Sorry?
Keep up the good work.
I'll certainly try to. I'll keep going every day, Shaun. Every day I'll try and keep up. So thank you very much for the pat on the back there. Appreciate it. We could reach through somehow, give you a pat on the back like that as well. But thanks to everybody who's been watching and also listening today. And stay tuned for the next ReConnect Meet, where I'll get to meet a business owner, a business entrepreneur, a business key influencer from across the UK business community. Myself and Shaun wish you all the very best. Keep well and stay safe, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.